All right, am I heard? Shalom. How's everybody? Yeah, I just decided to go live, to make a comment about this agreement. Trump is saying this is an amazing victory for America. I changed the regime. I mean, this guy is so funny. He changed the regime, but he is going to shake hands with the same foreign minister. Anyway, uh, I feel sorry actually for Israel. This is what happened when you partner with someone like Trump. This guy, he have no loyalty, and he just do what he think is good for him. He don't care for others. Uh, anyway, this agreement, it's very gray. It doesn't say what it is. They don't talk about what they agree upon. They agreed to negotiate. They didn't agree about anything yet. And the funny that Trump is speaking about opening Hormuz as a victory, but Hormuz was open before you attacked. So I mean, it was open anyway. So what is the victory you did? Uh, and now he will start talking about how amazing, how etc. And the Iranian from their side, they will say we brought America to their knee. So nothing changed. Like when he speak about changing the regime, is the regime going to change the way they talk about us? No. So the coming 2 weeks actually, either they were going to be a great news for Trump that he accomplished what he claimed, like he took the uranium, so he forced them to deliver the uranium, and he forced them not to manufacture long distance missiles. If he was able to do that actually in this agreement, that's great. That's actually that is a victory, yeah, because the whole point is those things, you know, is to take away the uranium. Uh, but we will see. We will see. But for sure, for now, the agreement is not an agreement. In fact, until now, did not even ceasefire. The Iranian attacking, the Israeli attacking, nothing changed. And even they are saying, we don't know is this true or not, that Iran is going to charge any ship will go through about $2 million. If this is true, that means Trump is just really a potato. Is not because not only he now he did not force them to open. He opened a faucet to make money. Like imagine how many tanker they are going to pass by every day. So if 50 tankers, they will make $100 million a day. If this is true, but we do not know, because everyone give you his own, propaganda. Until now, there's nothing really about this negotiation, and there is nothing about Hormuz. It just says, effective immediately, but obviously there's nothing effective. The attack's still going. Iranian are shooting, the Israeli are shooting. I know, by the way, since afternoon, there is something fishy is going on because uh, the Hezbollah in Iraq, they release an American journalist. And we know that this is will not happen unless there's a negotiation, and part of the negotiation to release this woman, which is really weird because why we care even for her? This woman is stupid. She go always to Taliban, she go to Pakistan, she's mentally ill. She supported journalists, but obviously she have no brain. So, but anyway, government do what government do. Uh, yeah, you see, this is the other issue. Uh, Now, Israel not only part of the ceasefire, but they are not going to attack Hezbollah no more. So Iran even putting conditions that not the attack not only will stop on us, but will stop on Hezbollah. However, all of this will collapse. I assure you, especially between Israel and Iran and Hezbollah. Uh, Israel right now is occupying about maybe 15 kilometers deep inside Lebanon in the Shia territory, and the ceasefire mean nothing except they will stay there. It's ceasefire. All right. So Israel will make it clear that in order for us to give back the land, Hezbollah have to give their weapon up. So this will be very let us say tricky, and Israel sooner or later they will separate themselves from Trump, and they will wash their hand from any agreement he have. They might keep an agreement with Iran temporarily, but they will not keep their agreement with the Hezbollah issue. And we don't know even if this agreement will live into the morning. Who knows? Because talk is cheap. Yeah, obviously the ceasefire did not start yet. It's not. There is no ceasefire. But anyway, I don't believe in those agreement. I don't think they will live for long. The Iranian is in a very bad shape. They got soaked. Let us say they are like a dog who been beaten by a bunch of wolves, and his arms is gone, and his etc. And the Trump, obviously, he's watching clearly the stock markets and the oil prices, etc. And we know actually from the beginning that Iran is going to close Hormuz. I mean, shouldn't they knew that? If Trump, he did what I said from the first day, all of this will never happen. You remember what I said from the first day? Attack their refinery and electric grid. So instead of waiting all this time, if they do it from the first day, Iran will be without electricity, and they lost their business. That's it. I mean, how they can make money? The country collapse, because this is how they make money. From the first day, they start attacking army bases, etc. Okay, good. But attacking those areas, it takes 15 minutes. Because they are easy target. It's not like something you can hide. It's a refinery. And because they have oil, I mean, they will be burning forever. Same for the electric grid. It's easy target. It's not something they can hide into the ground. And now they agree to negotiate, actually, because he made the threat about the electric grid and those things. So why did not do it from the beginning, from the first day? So obviously there's no real leadership in the army to plan. The Israeli, they were the one doing the right thing, but sadly, Israel is a tail. They are not the leader in this war. To the point, Trump is the one negotiate, and he decide for them. So Israel, they are going to find a way sooner or later to get away from this, from this agreement. And I doubt actually this agreement will work. All right. It's just everyone now will claim victory. Trump, he will praise himself for the coming century now about what he did in Iran. And for sure, he did great. I mean, you see, like now, Iran is not the same as before. But still, this is like a short. It's like you are making a cake, and you forgot to add sugar. It's a cake. It's not a bread. So this victory is missing some important things to be called victory. But we will see. We will see if they were able really to strip Iran from the uranium. I can say then Trump, he was right and he did the right thing. And Iran without uranium and without ability to, to be a nuclear threat is no threat. They cannot do the same as before no more. And I think, the Israeli are very smart people. So Trump, maybe he can lead the negotiation, but the Israeli are not an easy cookie to agree blindly. They will hold their horses in a certain things, and they will not agree in anything can be a threat for their future. Otherwise, they will tell America, you sign, we don't. And they can do that. Why not? They can stop the attack, but they will not sign anything. They will not be part of the agreement. So I will not be surprised if Israel told America, okay, you sign with them, sign whatever agreement you want. But we will not sign it because it doesn't give the requirement we are looking for. And then because those people are wicked, I'm sure they will do some attack here or there, and the war will start again. You cannot have peace agreement with those people, and because they don't, they don't believe in peace. And there's other issue. No, Iran does not own it. Nobody own it. This is international water. You see, every country have their own water by law, but then after that there is international water, and the tankers they go in the international. They don't go neither in the Iranian or neither in the Omani. None of them have rights over the Hormuz. That's a great news. I just saw Netanyahu, he announced that the agreement to cease fire to 2 weeks is not including Lebanon. Wonderful. That is a really, really good news. Yeah, this was my worry, but now I see in the news Netanyahu announced that the agreement with the USA about ceasefire does not include. In fact, this is great because now the Israeli they have all the time with Hezbollah, and not only that, Hezbollah they will now discover that the Iranian they throw them under the bus. All right. I'm trying to see if there's any news. Yeah, this is what I see. Yeah, you see, I know the Israeli would not accept such a garbage agreement that that they cannot they have to stop attacking Hezbollah. So this is a great news actually. I'm happy to hear it. That Israel will keep attacking Hezbollah because Hezbollah is the main, like let's say a pain in the butt, and it's time to take this pimple. It's a pimple in the butt of Israel. All right, it's time to take it. So this is a great news. It makes me feel better actually. American is not in the mood of war. This is not the issue about mood of war or not. The issue is that Iran invested a lot in many inside America. They have a lot of partners inside inside the state. They have spies and they have agents, and they have media like Tucker Carlson, Cow Dance, many of those who claim to be conservative, big names, famous journalists. They side with Iran. They hate Israel. They hate the Jews. It's not a secret, So Iran invested heavily in those people. We do not know how much money they are getting. We know that now Tucker Carlson is under investigation because obviously he was leaking information to Iran. So Trump, he's under pressure from the Democrat. They hate him. In the same time, there's a big marketing by so-called conservative who they are nothing but woke. They are evil, like Tucker Carlson, defending Iran. And like Tucker Carlson, he make a video that Trump, he should not mock Allah. You remember he made a post just 2 days ago. At the end of the threat he made to Iran, he says, "Praise be to Allah." He's mocking Allah. So this wicked man, and many of him. You remember this woman, Marjorie Green? So there's a big movement inside the conservative, or what is called MAGA. They are wicked and they are a bunch of whores. It's not a secret. And they convince a lot of Republicans that Israel is our enemy. And they convince them that Trump is just doing the war for Israel. So this guy is under a lot of pressure from the enemy, from the friends, from the Democrat, and election is coming not far from now. I just don't like how Jews books say that we are animals born from Satan. When you say Jews books, that's very funny. I mean, Jews books. You put all the Jews in one. I can write a book about the Jews. Now I can call them all the names. All right? This is not, we don't support Israel because there's some rabbi, he insulted Jesus. There's people in America, they claim to be Christian, they say the F word to Jesus every day. But you don't get upset. And you watch their movie and you pay for Netflix. Right? Like, can you find even a movie without saying the F word to Jesus in America? But you never stop watching Hollywood movies, right? You watch them. I mean, without a reason, they curse Jesus. But you keep watching them. So how come, because of the Jew, he said he made something in his book, but you don't agree from those who they are all over around you? Right? Anyway, Christian Prince is part of the MAGA cult. He always spawn MAGA talking point. You're just a stupid idiot. I don't vote for something called MAGA. I vote for anything agree with the Bible, you donkey. Did your mother, she gave birth to you in the bar? That's why you are drunk and you are talking like this? What cult called MAGA? What does that mean? Is the MAGA is a religion? Stupid idiot. What does that mean? Since when this movement is a religion? You're a donkey. You're stupid. The conservative movement in USA is against immigration, against spending money in wrong places, against sending our money to everybody in the world except us, against supporting foreign countries. You can agree with them, you disagree, but this is not a religion, you donkey. I mean, you Democrats, you are busy supporting condoms to Hamas. I mean, you have the cult of condoms. I mean, you could not even get out of the condoms religion. I mean, have you ever heard of a political party? They send money to South America to change gender of kids. You're in the condom, stage. You're in the bathroom still. And you will never leave out that. All right? Just go and shit in yourself. Excuse my language. I mean, look what a Trump he did. We cannot compare. You see, we are lucky actually we have a Trump. If we have Kamala Harris as a president, what will do? They will have their nuke. It's a fact, Those people, they are just busy with the sex and condoms and transgender, and this is what the whole party is about. They're obsessed with those things. Their flag is a penis, and there's a hole in it. It's asshole. I mean, they put the flag of LGBTQ in every embassy in the world. I mean, what what kind of party this party is? Anyway, I don't use bad language, but let me allow me, please. Everyone is a Democrat, is an asshole for real. I think you like it, by the way. Aren't you like support homosexual? You are, all of them are asshole. But anyway, so whatever you say about Trump, we don't like this agreement. But I have to say that if that Trump did not do this war, Israel alone cannot do it unless they use nukes. Israel is a small country. So we are bombing them with the army of Israel for the last 6-7 weeks. And still they have many things to be destroyed. Iran is a massive country, is 100 million, and they are preparing for war for more than 50 years. So having the war led by Trump it was a great help for, Israel help us and we are helping them, because this is a country which is nothing but a threat to everybody. So having this war by itself is a great victory, because Iran now, even if they agree for nothing, even if Iran still say death to America, even if Iran did not even give their uranium, this war changed everything. Iran is not the same as before. We broke their teeth, It's going to take a lot of time for them, to replace that. 13 American dead. Yeah, very smart. IRGC now is power in Iran. A rich uranium is still. Yeah, this is garbage talk. In a war, after killing tens of thousands of them, you lost 13. Guys, 13 American soldiers are dead. I mean, those people, they have a brain of a mosquito. Where does people come from? Guys, the IRGC, they are taking over. 13 American are dead. Are you stupid? It's a war with 100 million people. And we lose 13 soldiers. In the highway, we lose between 100 to 120 every day. For drugs, we lose between 1,000 to 2,000 every day. You're just a donkey. Those people are really funny. They have a brain of a child. Anyway, like, isn't it going to be funny that somebody will claim victory, and if we bomb them, I don't know, maybe more than 50,000 bomb. So if every bomb killed two, just two, there's 100,000 dead. You see, those Iranians, they never say how much they lost. But do you think those bombs are coming in empty places? Imagine the damage, imagine the loss, I mean, it's horrible. So whatever people they say, those idiots, they are funny. So this war, there's no question about it that Trump he made history. This country was bullying everybody for the last 50 years and more. Now they are coming to negotiate, and there's a shoe in their mouth. And you notice they agree for the negotiation after Trump he threatened to wipe out everything they have. So they cannot say we negotiate anyway. No, they were refusing every day. No, 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 no. When he decided to go 60 minutes before the attack, they agree to do what Trump he asked for, to open Hormuz. What this guy, people, they say things in the chat. I have no idea. Look what this guy is saying. His name is No Neo Order 999. CP Dome of Rock Catholic Mosque All Aqsa in it has attack rocket. Lord Yeshua not help all this building. What is that? Anybody can tell me, can translate? Guys, I want to donate this guy. Can somebody can accept donation? I will give him to you for free. What this guy is talking about? If you are married, I feel sorry for your wife. If you are a lady, I feel sorry for your husband. What's wrong with you? Potato, what the Catholic have to do with this garbage now? What Aqsa and the rocket and what's wrong with those people? I know CP generation of Zion. Not from Ishmael, you donkey. Ishmael is an Egyptian. What from Ishmael, idiot? What is that? Go to Genesis 21:21. Ishmael, his father is from Iraq. They are Chaldean. His mother is an Egyptian. His mother, she took him to Egypt. She married him from Egyptian women. What Ishmael have to do with the? I'm an Arab. You're a donkey. And now I became from Israel, Zion. Oh, okay. Lord have mercy. I hope somebody will accept my donation and take you. Netanyahu said Jesus could not stop mangoes. So what if he said that? This is what they teach in school, and you don't get upset. You people are hypocrite. And what I understand what he's saying. So when the Muslims attack us in the Middle East and they took our churches, can we say Jesus is the one who helped them to attack us? No. Can we say Jesus stopped them from attacking us? No. So he's saying that your belief is not enough alone to stop those evil. You can believe in Jesus. He's quoting a writer of a book. He's not even making the statement. You people are a bunch of fools. And you are a hypocrite. He's not insulting Jesus, even though it sounds like it. But he is saying, well, those are, here we go, those filthy, they came and they rape and they killed. So you want to depend in Jesus? Israel right now, if they don't have an army, are they going to, if we say we pray to God? Well, obviously people, they have an understanding then, because God said you go to war and I go with you, which means you have an army. They don't wait for me. I fight with you, but you have to fight. You have to defend yourself. And you know, instead of thinking about the enemy who hate us all, they're just trying to make us hate Israel. The whole point. You see, those people are like a Sakar Carson. The whole idea is how they can divide us so we don't be one unit and one army, strong army. That's the whole point. Israel alone is an easy target. As simple as that. So if we can, America, go against Israel and join the Muslims, that is a great gift. This is the whole idea, to convince you that we should go against Israel and we should join the hate club of Islam. And you know, since I was a kid, I told you before, we hear the Muslim says Saturday first, Sunday next, which means we finish the Jews first and then we finish the Christians. But we are smarter than this, all right? We know what they want. Exactly, divide and conquer. You are misinformed on America and world politics. Your review are not Christians, but mega set up a debate. You are a donkey. I don't debate donkeys. Just to show you how stupid you are. First of all, I don't care for America policy. I care for what the Bible teach me. So if there is a movement called MAGA and they are against Democrat teaching kids to change gender, I would support them. If MAGA, they touch the same as Democrat, I will not. You see how donkey you are? So for us as a Christians, we don't support a party because of the name. We support a party if the party agree with us. Now, for sure, there's no way we can agree about everything. But if we have only two party, one is wicked, and one 90% of what they believe in, we agree on. So which one we take? We take the one agree with us 90%. It is you who don't understand because you are a donkey. All right? Because if we don't support the MAGA, the one you don't like, we will support who? Kamala Harris? If there's third party, five party who can do, you're just an idiot. Same time, the world policy, it doesn't matter who is coming in the office. They have to consider America first. And America first does not mean ethical. It means American first. Like in the word of ethic, if an old person going to go in the bus before you, you ask him to step first and then you go next. In America first policy, which is every country in the world policy, I don't care about how old are you. I don't care how weak you are. I am first. So it's you who don't understand the policies of the world. You are speaking about things is not exist. In the world of politics, everybody says myself. Ethic is not there. China, Russia, learn. Don't speak your stupidity. So for us as a Christians, we have limited, parties to support. Which one? Jews believe in Baal too. That is a stupid of you to say, because there is no Jew believe in such a garbage. You are a liar and you are a donkey. The Bible is so clear, you donkey. Even God of the Jews told them, don't use the word Baal no more, because the word Baal is used as God. All right? So God told them not to use it anymore. Jews don't believe in Baal. Where we get those donkeys from? Somebody can tell me? Guys, Jews believe in Baal, brother, Yeah. True story. Lord have mercy. When we say stupidity is amazing, it is amazing. Sicko people. Sicko and wicked and liars. The whole idea is to make you hate the Jews. It doesn't matter how, And let us say, for the sake of argument, the Jews, they worship an elephant. Let us say they worship an elephant. So you support who? What do you support exactly? The Chinese? The Thai? The Buddhist? So are they your enemy too? You see, the logic is stupid. The whole idea is how to make you hate the Jews. Like, the Jews believe in Baal, brother. Are you sure? Can you show me the reference? Huh? You're an idiot. Just get out of here. What a potato you are. I don't have time for donkeys. Even if the Jews, they worship their ass, still Israel is their land. You like it or not? You're a donkey. So if the Buddhists, they believe in Buddhas, shall we take their land from them? Because they don't believe in our God? You see how stupid you are? Just wicked people, man. They are just wicked. Do you agree? They are literally wicked, If the Jews, if the Chinese don't believe in God, actually, they put Christians in jail. So should we take China from the Chinese? Yeah, we should. They don't believe in Jesus. We should maybe finish them all, huh? You see how stupid those people are? They're monkeys, they are. And they speak about God and love. At the same time, they want to kill anyone who don't agree with them. Yeah. In Thailand, they worship toys. Like they have a bunch of toys in the shelf, and they bow down in front of it. You know. Anyway, uh, what's happening now is very simple. It's a gray agreement. We do not know what is behind the scene. However, uh, if uh, what I saw in the news is true, Netanyahu said that we will not. This will not include Iran. Sorry, Hezbollah. That is a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing because now, yeah, you see, it's official. So Netanyahu, he make it clear, ceasefire does not cover Lebanon. That's wonderful. I'm so happy actually, because now Israel, in fact, it's very great news for Israel, because now they can take all their time to conquer Hezbollah. Hoo-hoo! I love it. And that means actually, Hezbollah now, they will be so upset, and the Shia in Lebanon, they will be so upset because Iran did not include them in the agreement, which means they throw them under the bus. They left them to face Israel alone. For me, this is a very, very good thing. All right. I was worried actually that this is include Hezbollah. All right. Well, Trump is a Trump. He loves money. We know that. However, Trump is doing a great favor to America too. We are taking our enemy, changing their course one after one. The next will be Cuba. So look what the Trump he did in less than a year. So you can complain about Trump, he loved money, etc. But isn't it him better than all the president we have? Like since we have this Iran, what our American president did, except making them stronger. Do we agree? Nobody did anything. We made them stronger. Or Obama, he gave them money. He left the sanctions. So we are grateful that Trump, with all the negative things is about him. And nobody is perfect, my friend. If you became a president in your house, and you're supposed to, let's say you are the mayor of their house, you are the husband, your kids will not like you when you do some stuff. Your kids, because they don't agree with you. We're a human. Our fingers, they don't look the same. Every finger is different in your hand, not in the hand of somebody else. Your fingerprint is different from any fingerprint in the world. So it's very normal to have this agreement with Trump. For him, he will think you are an idiot. For you, you think he's an idiot. However, it doesn't matter what you think and what he think and etc. This guy, until now, he is the best between all the president we have. He is the only one is brave enough to go to war with such an evil country called Iran, with all the risks come with it. So I'm really grateful to have a Trump. He make me angry for many reasons, but he make me happy for many more reasons. All right. Trump is like, let us say, the cactus. It provide very nice fruit. I don't know if anyone of eat it, but in order to eat it, you have to hold it and have thorn. But still, people they hold it because beside the thorn, there's a very nice taste. And this is Trump. He's like a cactus fruit. You want to hold it, you want to hold into it, it comes with thorns. But still, what is inside is a lot more pleasure than the thorn. All right. Uh, the great fading away include Christians who think they replace the Jews. Read your Bible. I don't know what does that mean. Uh, so anyway, in less than a year, this guy he took Venezuela, Hezbollah in Iran. They have no place there because this is their base on our backyard. Next is Cuba. Don't forget what he did in Panama. So now we understand actually what he's doing. He is cleaning the garbage of America, which is there in their backyard for the last 50, 60 years. None of the American president did this before. He did. So if you want to ignore, you know, uh, what he did, that's mean you are ignorant or you are just hypocrite. Like why we did not do this 50 years with the Venezuela? How come now? It took them 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Drugs, Hezbollah, Iran, Soviet Union, all the garbage. It took our army 5 minutes in Venezuela. We brought the guy, we brought him even with his wife. And now they cannot even sell their oil except to us. Why our president before they gave even the canal to Panama? We are the one who built it, and we are the one who spent the money to make it. And in fact, I think maybe 15 or something thousand American died to in this canal to open it from the malaria. Yeah, exactly. So Trump is cleaning is cleaning the yard. This yard, nobody attend the yard for a long time, so the weeds are growing. So like, if you see my title, I'm making fun of Trump, but if you think about it carefully, I mean, the guy is doing still a great job. I don't agree with him with this ceasefire, you know, but still I have to say he did what nobody did. You know, anyone in politics, he knew that such a war is very risky. This is Iran. This is not Saddam Hussein. This is Iran. Is 100 million, a lot of money, a lot of oil, a lot of Shia in the world support them, terrorists around the world. So the risk is massive. Still, Trump, he jumped to do so. All right. So you have to appreciate whatever accomplishment. You know, we have to be honest. He did a lot. All right. He did a lot. And now, as long he didn't accept ceasefire with Hezbollah in Lebanon, I believe this is actually even way better for Israel, because now Israel, if Trump he can take the uranium from Iran, he can force them to agree to have inspection inside Iran in every manufacturer. If he can force them not to build certain kind of missiles or drones, I mean, what Israel want more than this? Let the economy of Iran collapse later. It will collapse. It will. Because now all this garbage about death to America, death to Israel, propaganda is gone. What does the death to America do to Iran? People there are not stupid. Look, you just admit, you just agreed with them. So if they agree to give the uranium, if they agree with the Trump he want, the Iranian themselves, they will say, you're a piece of shit. You lied to us for the last 50 years, saying death to America, the big Satan and the small Satan, and now you are shaking hands with them. And not only that, you will see Trump even will force them to take American companies to rebuild Iran. So not only he will make them agree to give the uranium, he will take over the business. All right. So they can say in their TV temporarily whatever they want. All right. But in reality, Iran is in the verge of collapse. So they decide to save their ass in the last moment, saying, okay, we will agree with you. Let us negotiate. Now, in front of their people, they will say, Iran, made America agree. We close Hormuz. Anyone can close Hormuz. Anyone. Israel can close Hormuz. Emirat can close Hormuz. It's easy. We do not even need like a long range rocket. The Hormuz, stair is very, very narrow. You can even shoot at the ship from a fishing boat. You know, and actually agreeing today, specifically today, after a Trump threat to destroy Iran, that alone is telling you that this country is on the verge of collapse. Because what he's asking for now is what he's asking for before. So why you did not agree before? Because today he said, I'm going to burn everything. That alone is a proof that Iran is in deep shit. Excuse my language. America is not going to get rid of the Shia regime in Iran. They don't want to be all Middle East under Sunni control. They don't trust Sunni. Well, it's good to have a balance in those countries. They hate each other. However, if you get rid of the Shia regime, does not mean Iran is not Shia no more. So you get it wrong. Just to fix your mindset about how things work. The nuclear program started by the Shah, not by the Shia regime. The Shah of Iran is the one who wants to have Iran as Persia. So he have a dream to be the Persian Shah. Same as Putin, he want to take over the Soviet Union. So the Shah, long time ago, before the regime of Iran, of the Shia, he put conditions actually in Europe. If you want my oil, you have to build for us a nuclear facility. And he wanted to have a nuclear weapon. So the whole idea of the nuclear did not start with Hezbollah and the Shia. Iran, my friend, always will be Iran. They will not accept to be under the control of the Arab neighbors. Iran always will be a threat to their neighbors, the Arab. They hate each other. And add the word Shia to it, that make it like more gasoline on the fire. So even if you change the regime, does not mean the Shia are gone. All right? The hatred of 1400 years will not be over by signing a peace agreement. Sunni and Shia, they kill each other for the sake of killing. So don't worry, this agreement, in fact, if you notice that this agreement is they are ignoring Saudi Arabia, ignoring the Emirat, like America decide, Israel decide, and Saudi and Kuwaiti and Bahrain and the Emirat, they don't exist. Because they are like the puppies, who care what you agree, what you don't agree. They will give them a phone call, says, hey, we just came to this agreement, which is good for everybody. They will say, yes, oh, sure. Yeah. So I'm not worried about Shia, getting rid of the Shia regime. The Shia regime is not a Shia regime no more. You see, if you notice lately, the Iranian regime is not after women for not wearing hijab, women wearing jeans, women wearing short, women, things are changing. The snake have to change its skin. So when they are in their glory, they want to practice the Islamic garbage. So they force everybody because now they are strong. But when they are weak, they have to go easy. And soon you will see how much of freedom they will give their own citizen. So they can take and suck the anger of the citizen, the hungry ones. However, if economy is badly damaged, I doubt that this Iranian regime can continue for long. A second ago, an attack by Israel on Lebanon. Very good. They took a chicken from Hezbollah. leader. Yeah. Will Trump blast Iran off tomorrow? We don't know. I mean, Trump is a Trump. I can I can predict the weather, but I cannot predict Trump. Eh, I mean, what we can do. Actually, this is what make him more successful. By the way, with the enemy, because he confused the enemy. Like, what if a Trump is a threat to destroy Iran? Well, just a game from him. And 8 o'clock come and they did not agree, and he say, you know what, I changed my mind. It might be. It might be he just scared the hell of them, that to make them have poo poo, and it work. You know, it's possible that he don't mean it. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like this guy, he can make it. And then he made that comment saying the whole civilization will be destroyed. Well, this guy is going to use nukes. Everybody understand it this way. I mean, what this comment mean? The whole civilization will die. This guy is talking about nukes, obviously, even though he did not mention the word nukes. So he made them have poo-poo. But it's possible that Trump, he never meant a word of what he said. But it worked. You know? It worked. I will teach you a trick in the world of business. Let us say you are a contractor, and there is a kind of auction, but in the opposite way, like who charge less. So let's say they want to build a building, the government, they want to build a building, and they make like a closed envelope offer. So you say, I will build the building for $1 million. The other one, he make it $900,099. The other person, he make an offer for $900,000, $50,000. So the lowest bid is going to win. So what contractors they do? He send two other more fake. Two other more. Because if only one he make a bid, by the way, is not accepted. It have to be at least 3. So he sent his own people to make an offer higher than his offer. They open the envelope. He's the winner. All right. So law and rules and all those things, many they can play with them easy if they knew how to play with them. So legally they are doing it right. Legally there's 3 offers, but reality there's no 3 offers. There's only was one. He's guaranteed to win for sure. And this is what Trump he do. Trump, he don't allow anyone to make offer except him. The offer have to be his own, and the winner have to be him. And if he reached the point being satisfied of his win, the contract is ready to go. All right? He's a businessman. And businessman, he think as a businessman. He's not a war warrior. He's just a businessman. All right? Yeah, and Iran is an auction, So now, actually, I assure you, he will next, if everything go fine, he will make conditions on them that we have to monitor, your activities. And if you really like to have peace with us, what about prove it and make and sign contract with American companies so we can lift sanctions from you. In fact, we will lift sanctions only if the project and construction he will do is done by American companies. Why not? Trump is Trump. Even though it might be his son who will do it. I will not be surprised. You know what I mean? And by the way, from America, there's only one company can build very good. It's my company, Well, the regime changed. You can say that the regime as a change did not a change, but when you force them to change their policy and shut up and bring them to their knee, you change the regime. Because this regime is always arrogant, proud, think about themselves that they are the most powerful nation. And now you are coming to the point. Listen to this. If Trump, he stripped them from their uranium, this regime is changed because he took the most priceless thing they have. Like, do you know how much money they spent for this? If a Trump, he forced them not to build long range missiles, he just broke their wings. So the regime will be changed because people are poor, people are suffering. Even if they make money now from Syrian oil and gas and sanctions are lifted, Iran is in a very horrible shape. They are bombing them for the last almost 2 months. Manufacturers are burned. Not only their army is burned. So going back to what they used to be 3 weeks ago, Mission Impossible, is going to take them many, many years. And those many years will take a lot of money. And until then, the people, they are poor and they are suffering. So I don't think the Iranian regime is in a good shape to survive for long. We will see, we will see. And you never know, they might even put conditions on them, other things regarding the society. We will see. I don't want to keep you longer. I just want to go live and share with you my my update. And I'm glad to hear that this negotiation ceasefire have nothing to do with Lebanon. All right, that's wonderful news. And obviously, it's confirmed by Netanyahu himself. So Hezbollah now is going to be screwed. I mean, already they are screwed. They lost like almost more than 3,000 fighters in the last 2 weeks, and Israel took at least between 13 to 15 kilometers deep inside Lebanon. All the south of Lebanon now is empty. And now, if the ceasefire is going to be active, then Israel is going to focus all their army on Hezbollah. This is a very horrible news for Hezbollah. In fact, that will make Hezbollah spit on Iran, will make the Shia in Lebanon hate Iran because they throw them under the bus. All right? For me, this is very good news. And this was actually my worry was that the ceasefire will include this. This is what they said in the beginning. In the news, they said that the ceasefire include Hezbollah. That's a very bad thing to Israel. But if it's not, and look like it, if you go to Israel Times of Israel right now, you will see it right away in the top of news. 41 minutes ago, Netanyahu said ceasefire does not cover Lebanon. All right. And USA promised Netanyahu they are committed to achieve the goal the war was for, which means the nuclear, etc. Anyway, we will see what will happen. Thank you for coming to explain. Thank you, Catherine. And thank you, Nita. Yeah, for us, we don't know really what's happening. We know what we see in the news. What's happening is not what you see in the news. Like I assure you, like all the talk we are talking about now, It's not maybe not even 1% of the truth. But time will expose everything. All right. However, if Netanyahu said that that's not include Hezbollah, Netanyahu is not going to lie to his people because that will tell, you know. I mean, Hezbollah is next door. If they are attacking, and I just saw the attack about 5 minutes ago. I told you they attack Hezbollah, one of the leaders of Hezbollah in Lebanon, in the south of Lebanon. So we have to give it time, and then we will find out. And I understand at the same time that in the military world, there's things we don't know. Maybe we are short of missiles, rockets. It's possible, because I learned that even USA asked Poland to give Patriot back to America, and they will not do that if we have enough. So it's possible that there is a pressure too that we are short of weapon or ammunition. So 2 weeks negotiation maybe is a perfect time for Trump to reload, and if they agree, they agree. If they don't, they get what they deserve. All right. So let us give him time, and let us watch what Israel will do with Hezbollah. I'm happy that Israel will have time for Hezbollah now, and things will be good. All of this actually is good for me. It might be a tactic. We don't know, but you see, it's everything is a tactic anyway. But you see, like, nobody knows how much I have in. Let's say the enemy is fighting with me. As long the enemy they have, I can shoot a bullet. They think I still have bullet, but maybe this is the last bullet I just shot. And obviously, because Iran is massive and big, I think there's a shortage of weapon. Not the weapon itself, but the ammunition, rocket, Patriot. So maybe they did not prepare enough to store enough ammunition. Maybe they thought it's going to be over shorter than this, but obviously there is something about this too. So maybe he is considering that fact, if it's true, and giving himself time to reload. We will find out. However, whatever you will think about Trump, I'm really happy. You see, when Trump he won the election, I think, if I remember, almost I cried. Seriously, I don't regret voting for the guy, because he did a lot of good things. And this war, even if he stopped now, it was a great accomplishment. If Israel want to go alone to fight Iran, that would be a hell of a fight. So, given the fact that he tortured them, we lost 13 soldiers. I mean, for sure, the life of every one of those soldiers are priceless for his family and for us. But it's a wartime. They lost tens of thousands. We destroyed their arms, their weapon. We destroyed everything they have. I mean, they don't even have boats in the sea. They don't even dare to use cell phone. So it's a great lesson to teach the enemies of America and Israel that if you mess with us, this is not Joe Biden in time no more. America can do what nobody can do. So it's a great lesson to the enemy who is watching. Don't play with us. And if they accomplish what the war was for, which means taking the uranium, and I don't think Trump he will agree for this unless this is happening. So if they give the uranium, actually, what I know, the Iranian, they offered to give the uranium, but to Russia. This was almost 2 weeks ago. Trump, he refused. The Russian, if you remember, Putin, he called Trump. Anyone remember? He called Trump, giving the offer that what about we take the uranium? And that's it. No nuclear. But Trump, he don't believe the Russian. They take it today, they give it to them next day. You know, that will not work. So he refused. So obviously, the Iranian, they tried to stop the war, giving the uranium, but not to the right hands. And now, if they give the uranium, you can say that this was a great victory. Israel, they want more. They want to destruct more destruction for the Iranian regime, because that will help, future collapse of the regime. However, who said that they are not going to collapse? I doubt it, because hungry nation is a revolutionary nation. People, they stay home as long as their stomach is full. They stay home. They can pay for their bills. They can buy food. But when people are so poor, people, they leave everything behind and just jump in the street. And even if Iran would be able to sell their oil, they will not be able to cover what they lost. The loss is massive. I mean, imagine they are bombing them every day. In the last week alone, Israel made them shish kebab. They burned everything in their way. You see, the Israeli are not the one to play with. And you notice that the Israeli are the last one to lose an airplane in this war. They are way more skilled than the American army, especially when it's come to their pilot. The Israeli pilot are the best in the world. Not a single airplane was hit, not even by a bullet. Even though the Israeli are flying all the way from Israel, not from the American carrier. You see the difference? So they fly like 1,200 miles to go and the same distance to go back, flying over hostile enemy. Yet they did not lose one airplane. So Israel caused a great damage, and you notice actually the Israeli target was different from the USA target. They were focusing more like this petroleum company, the biggest petroleum company and the steel company. They destroyed it, totally burned. They can't make steel no more. Petroleum is the most important thing, like the one they used. They take it from the oil. They can make a C4. They can make explosion. They can make a warhead. All the explosion is needed. It's a petroleum. Many things can come with it, and income too. Great income is gone. The steel manufacturers, Israel make it shish kebab, it's gone. This is where they manufacture their rocket, their missiles, their drones. So all of those is going to take a hell of money to rebuild. To build a high sky building cost you $30 billion. It take 3 years, 4 years to build it, and all this money. To destroy it, it take little tiny bomb and make it collapse. So the Israeli, they did a great job in their mission. Thank you, Mowas. I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly. Yeah, they made them go and lose miserably, But the most important for me, that the uranium will be taken away, and I'm sure Trump, he will not agree, because the whole war, if he did not take the uranium, he did nothing really. I mean, it destroyed Iran, yes, but the uranium is the most important, and Israel will not accept that Iran, and he repeated 1,000 times, there's no way we'll let them get their nuke, because then war with them is going to be a different war, But those people are crazy. In fact, they are lucky they don't have nukes, because I believe Israel will nuke them right away. If Israel learn that Iran have nukes, they will not wait for tomorrow. They will not wait for Iran to nuke them first. They will nuke them. So if you think about it, it's for the benefit of Iran not to have those nukes. Israel is a small country. So if Iran is able to use nuke against them, that would be a great disaster. However, Israel would be able always to wipe all of Iran. Nobody knows what Israel have, and the nukes is an old style, bombs. The weapon of Israel is beyond nukes. They have nitrogen bombs. They have, the hydrogen. What they call it? I forgot like what the name they call it. So they have like a nuke is a firework now. What the Israeli have is something scary. Not even China would dare to go at war with them if it's about nuke. So things, I believe, things in good hand, and we praise the Lord that the enemy is suffering their wicked, the wickedness they brought to the world is coming back to them. Whatever they throw at the world is coming back for them. The Iranian TV, they can say whatever they want, but in reality, the story is different. Remember this regime, they will try now to make themselves look strong with the news coming. So they might say something for the inside, and they say something for outside. Don't count what they say inside. See what will happen tomorrow, all right? I guarantee you that the Iranian, they will claim victory. They will claim that the American are lost, and all the garbage to come with that. But who is going to listen to this? All right. Yeah, Nataz. How are you doing, Nataz? Do you have a diarrhea, my friend? Are you from the diarrhea land? Did your mom, she gave birth to you from diarrhea? Look like it. Yeah, sometimes some mothers, they don't give birth, they give diarrhea, like shitty son. Is all over the place. Go buy wipes before the Iranian buy them all because they need them. The supreme leader, he cannot go to the bathroom. They claim that he's still alive. The funny, they claim that he agreed for ceasefire. The guy is dead. What agreed? Agreed for what? I mean, those Shia are so stupid. The supreme leader, Mujtaba, he agreed for ceasefire. Are you sure? Okay, as long now we have ceasefire, so he will have no reason to be hiding himself. Let him make a speech. Is that right? I mean, if we have ceasefire, do you have a reasons to still be hidden? Okay, let us see him. They made an AI video for him going to the bathroom. Hilarious, Shia. They think people are stupid. Like the supreme leader, and they put his pictures everywhere. Like they want to convince people, in order to hold the regime together, they want to tell them we still have the supreme leader. We are not out of them. Even his son now is the supreme leader. Yeah, we are strong. But soon you will see they will have a funeral for the father and the son in the same day. Just count on my word. Let us see. I will not be surprised if the funeral of both is going to happen. They will say he died today. They say, Assalamu alaikum, Ya Ali. We announce to you, Allahu Akbar, that Mujtaba, the supreme leader, he died today. Abdul, he died a month ago. Shish kebab from the first day, actually. What month? All right. Oh boy. Who want to bet that we will see a funeral for the father and the son in the same day? You want to bet? It's going to be funny if what I'm saying happen exactly, because I strongly believe it's going to happen. They will make a massive millions of the Shia, the regime supporters, going in this funeral, holding the Ali, and they will announce that Mujtaba, he just died from his wound today, even though he's in the refrigerator from the first day of the war. Just wait for it, all right? And you will see. Yeah, Ali. Yeah, it's obvious. I mean, if now they have a ceasefire and everything is fine, can't he go on TV and make a speech? He cannot because he's dead. He's alive, but he cannot talk. No, no, you can bet. Why you cannot bet against me? Make some money. Think like a Trump. Bet against me. Maybe I will lose. you know, do trumpet the Trump method of thinking. Try to put yourself in his shoes and think as a businessman. So if he okay, let us bet. So if this guy is alive, how much I will win? Oh boy. Yeah, you will see. They will make a funeral soon for both. Maybe not now because still they are in the stage of negotiation. But if things settle down and the negotiation is over, things go back to normal, you will see. This Mujtaba will never make a speech, and he's dead. And they will make a funeral for the father and the son at the same time because remember, until now, there's no funeral for the father. All right? And even they will make funeral for many of those leaders together. It's like it's going to be like funeral party. They will be out of flowers and roses, you know, which is weeds and drugs. Yeah. Uh, so we will see, especially what I said about they will have a funeral for both of them. Okay, let's do this. Who wanna buy me a baklava if what I said is true? Listen, I don't eat too much baklava. Seriously. I mean, I can take like 5, 10 kilos, for like snack. It's not much, think about it. Uh, and I don't drink water, 5 kilos, I will not drink water, I promise you. Because it's just 5 kilos. Like I can ask for water if it's more, like 10 kilos, etc. Oh boy. Once my mother, she was making sweet. I don't think you have it in USA. Heard of it. It's very, very sweet. It's more sweet than baklava. In fact, you dip it in honey. So the honey will be all inside too. So she was making it, and I take them and I dip them in the honey. So when she finished, she was working for 3 hours. A lot. She made a lot. When she finished, she said, "Oh, finally, I finished. Where is bring them here?" I said, "Bring what?" I thought she still have more. How I know? She said, bring the sweet. They must be cold and ready by now. I said, "Mom, I don't know that. This is you're done now." He said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm done too." She said, "You are done what?" I said, "I ate them." I dipped them in the honey, and I'm looking at them like there's more coming. Put it in the mouth. So by the time she finished, she said, "I am finished." I was shocked. I thought she have a lot more. What? Mom, you're finished? She's making for my dad too. She was so upset. She said, "It's not your fault. It's me. It is me. How in the world I let you do that job?" Yeah. Anyway, if what I said is true, you have to give me baklava. You like it or not. Otherwise, we will go to war again. All right. Anyway, I'm not going to keep you longer. God bless you all. Love you and be happy. We are all victorious. You might be disappointed about things you see in TV or etc. But this is, in the world of politics and war, there's bigger game behind the curtain always. We do not know. But as long the war against Hezbollah is not going to cease fire, I'm very satisfied. In fact, I'm happy for Israel because now they can focus more in this wicked Hezbollah in Lebanon. And this is good for the Lebanese Christians too, because those Swedes, somebody have to take it out, and the Israeli are doing it. For baklava, if you are right, to still come back if you are wrong. That is tricky. Crusader. I mean, this, you see, guys, he's learning from me, by the way. I think. Remember when I do vote? Like, if you like me, give me one. If you hate me, give me one. So I guess Crusader, he learned that from me. And that is vote. If you like CP, give him one. If you hate him, give me one. Anyway, I will count all the ones, and I am the winner. Anyway, nobody understand what's going on. Who won? Who lost? It doesn't matter. It's a Arab shish kebab voting. All right. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And Ante, we'll see you soon again. Maybe tomorrow morning we will see. God is good. So is Jesus. And we are the crusade. See ya. Love you all. Bye-bye.